This is the story of Noah's Ark, a new beginning and God's promise. When God created everything, he said, "It is very good." But people do bad things, and God decided to send a great flood. The water would wash everything clean and make it new again. God saw a good family. The father was Noah. He and his wife, Naamah, had 3 sons who each had a wife. Noah walked with God. He came so close to God, and God came close to Noah. And that was how Noah knew what God wanted him to do. He wanted his family to build a big boat called an ark. Noah and his family began to build the boat. And as they were building the boat, animals came from all 4 corners of the earth They came 2 by 2 and boarded the ark. Once everyone was on, the door was closed. And it began to rain. At first, it was like any rain, but then it didn't stop. Water came down from the heavens. Water rose up from the earth. It rained. And it rained, and the puddles ran together, and water covered everything. When the creatures on the ark looked out into the rain, all they could see was water. It rained for 40 days and 40 nights, but God did not forget the creatures on the ark. After 40 days and 40 nights, God sent a great wind, and it began to dry up the water, and the water began to go down. Noah took a dove. He held it carefully in his hand, and then he sent it forth, and it flew, and it flew, and then it came back to Noah. There was nothing above the water. Noah waited 7 days, and he sent the dove forth again. And it flew, and it flew, and this time it came back to Noah with an olive leaf branch in its mouth. Now everyone knew there was something green and growing again on earth. Again, Noah waited 7 days and sent forth the dove again. And the dove flew, and it flew. But this time, it didn't come back. It had found a nest. It had found a home, and it stayed there. The water continued to go down, and the ark finally came to rest. All of the creatures began to come out of the ark. They were happy to be home. But first they knew they needed to say prayers to show how happy they were. So they built an altar to say prayers to God, to tell him thank you. Suddenly all the creatures saw a great bow in the sky. It was a bow of many colors, and you can still see it today when there is rain and the sun is shining. The rainbow was a sign of God's promise that God would never again send a flood to wipe out the earth. The creatures went into the four corners of the earth and began to fill it with life again.